If you have at home 2 yoga blocks or something like them, you can go ahead and grab them. It's always great to have some extra support. And we're going to get started in a standing position today. I figured it's been kind of dark and gloomy out with this winter weather, so let's stand up and begin the day on our feet to get some extra energy. You can come to your mat and take your feet a little bit wider than your hips. And I think there might be 1 or 2 new people to me, so if we haven't met before, my name is Krysta-Lyn, and it's a pleasure to be here with you all this morning. We're just going to take a few moments to arrive. So you'll take those feet wider than your hips, put a little bend in your knees so that blood continues to flow. Let your palms face forward, that heart is open, the shoulders are relaxed. And if it feels okay, you'll close your eyes and just take a few moments here to arrive on your mat this morning. Start to notice your breath, the rise and the fall of your chest as you breathe in and as you breathe out. You might take a hand over the chest and a hand over the belly to continue bringing your attention and awareness to the breath. And maybe starting to lengthen the inhales and match the inhales to the exhales as much as you can. We'll take a few rounds of breath together. Take a deep inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. 2 more just like that. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Last one, big breath in. And big breath out. We'll continue breathing together in through the nose and out through the nose, what we call Ujjayi breath. Continues to heat the body. If at any time that becomes uncomfortable, you'll breathe out through your mouth. Start to inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. Inhale and exhale. Keep this breath if you can, or breathe however it feels good as you practice today. Allow your arms to come down by your side, open your eyes, and then sweep those arms out and up. Take a big breath in, look up at the hands. And on the exhale, bring the hands down to your heart and look down at your hands. 2 more times, big circle, out and up, inhale. Hands to heart, look down, exhale. Last one. This time you're going to lift those arms straight up, look up. Toe heel your feet to hips width distance apart so those ankles are under your hips. And then bend your knees and swan dive over your legs. Bend your knees a lot so that your hands can come down to the floor. Your belly's resting on your thighs here. And then we're going to take a ragdoll. You'll grab opposite elbows. Those hamstrings are going to be tight because most of us just woke up. So make sure those knees are bent so that you're not feeling anything in the back. And really let the upper body hang down here. Give it permission to relax. You might rock a little side to side. Continue breathing. Continue softening. And then maybe start to rock a little forward and back. And then find some stillness here. Let your head shake out yes and no, relaxing tension in the neck. And then bring your hands to the mat. You're going to step your left foot to the back of your mat, tap the left knee down, and then bring the right knee down as well for tabletop. Your hands or your wrists are under your shoulders and your knees are under your hips. And we're going to start to move through cat-cow here. On an inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, roll the shoulders away from your ears. On an exhale, press into the ground, pull your belly button to your spine, tuck your chin to your chest, and round the upper back. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, pull the heart through. Exhale, press the ground away from you, round your spine. 3 more times. Inhale, drop and open, cow pose. Exhale, press and round, cat pose. Take these last 2 on your own, however it feels good. And then come back to a neutral spine once you're done. You're going to take your knees a little bit wider than your hips and your hands wider than your shoulders. You're going to start to turn your fingertips out towards the sides of your mat and continue moving through your cat-cow here. Noticing if this feels any different for you. Maybe it feels better in the low back. And just knowing that when you attend a yoga class and you hear certain forms, so for instance, tabletop, we just did shoulders and wrists lined up and hips and knees. If taking something a little wider feels better in your body, then definitely just do that. Yoga is a practice for everyone and it should feel good. So knowing some modifications is nice. Come back to center here, neutral spine, flip your fingertips back forward and come back to set up shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. You're going to tuck your toes from here and then lift your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Again, those hamstrings will be tight, so we're going to walk it out here together. You're going to bend deeply into your right knee and straighten out your left leg. And think about pressing your left heel back and then down towards the floor and lifting your left hip away from that heel. So finding length on that left leg. And take a big breath in and a big breath out. Let's switch. Bend deeply into your left knee, straighten out your right leg. And find that extra length. The left heel presses towards the back of your space first and then down towards the mat. And then that right hip lifts up away from it. And take a big inhale and exhale. Go ahead, walk it out here a couple times on your own, but moving with intention. Allowing yourself to linger a little bit so that those muscles really start to benefit from those stretches. Alrighty, start to find some stillness in your down dog. So straighten out both legs. You need to keep your knees bent, no big deal. Press your heels back and down, lift your hips up high, press your belly to your thighs. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. On your next inhale, look forward. And on the exhale, walk or hop your feet up to your hands for forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Press your palms to your shins. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Reach the crown of the head forward. And then bend the knees and fold over your legs. One more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Let it feel good. Exhale, bend the knees, forward fold. Slowly start to roll up to stand, one vertebra at a time. Head comes up last, and then lift those arms out and out. Big inhale. Hands to your heart, exhale. Inhale, lift them up, look up. And on the exhale, we'll cactus the arms. Elbows come down in line with your shoulders, palms face forward. Now notice here, the spine is neutral. All we're gonna do is lift the heart and pull the elbows back so that you find some opening across the heart and the upper back. It's a nice stretch. Take a deep inhale and exhale. One breath in. You'll bend your knees and fold over your legs as you breathe out. You'll bring both hands to the floor and step your feet to the back of the mat for high plank. If high plank is tough for you, you can keep your knees down on the floor. Either way, shoulders are over your wrists, crown of the head's reaching forward, heels are pressing back, nice long neutral spine. Take an inhale and exhale. Tap your knees down to the floor, and then you're gonna lower down to the floor. We're gonna sit up for baby cobra as we get here. Draw your hands by the sides of your ribs, press into your hands, and lift your heart forward and up. So engaging those upper back muscles, relaxing the shoulders, and squeezing the elbows toward one another. Take a big breath in, and lower back down to the floor as you breathe out. Slide your hands back underneath your shoulders and press yourself up to tabletop position. Tuck your toes and press your hips up and back, downward facing dog. That's our sun A or sun salutation. To heat the body, we'll do it one more time together. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk or hop your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms sweep high, palms touch. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, lift them up, look up. Exhale, cactus the arms, lift the heart. Breathe in, pull the elbows back some more, breathe out. Full inhale, fold over your legs. Exhale, hands come to the floor. Step back to your high plank position. Shoulders over your wrists, heels pressing back, crown of the head lengthening forward. Big breath in and out. One more inhale. Knees tap to the floor, lower to the floor. Exhale. Hands slide by your ribs. Press into your hands, lift your heart forward and up. Relax the shoulders, squeeze the elbows toward one another. Big breath in. Lower back down. Breath out. Hands under your shoulders. Press yourself up to tabletop. Tuck your toes and press yourself up to downward facing dog. We'll move on from here. Take a big breath in and let it go. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk or hop, feet to hands. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, arms sweep high. And exhale, fold right back down. You're gonna step your left foot to the back of the mat and tap the left knee down. We're coming into low crescent lunge. You'll untuck the back toes and lift your arms forward and up. In low crescent lunge, that front knee is stacked right over the front ankle. Core is active, heart's lifted, shoulders are relaxed. Take a breath in here. You're gonna grab opposite elbows as you breathe out. Start to pull those elbows apart and pull them back. Continue feeling a stretch in that upper back, lifting the heart up, maybe looking up at the sky if it feels okay. If you stop breathing, you'll just come back to center, no big deal. One breath in here, and one breath out. Bring your hands down to the floor to frame your front foot. You'll come up to your fingertips here, or maybe blocks if you have them for some extra height. Lift your chest, look forward, inhale. Shift your hips back for half split as you exhale. Let's do that one more time. Bend back in, look forward, breathe in. And shift the hips back, breathe out. Notice the hips aren't moving too far to the left, they're staying in center, pulling back, the heart's lengthening forward. Big breath in here. And out. Bend back into your right knee. You can move those blocks out of your way and then lift your arms back up. We're going to take some standing poses down here on our knees this morning, and then we'll take them standing. We're going to open up to warrior two from here. Your left shin's going to move parallel to the back of your mat, and your right toes and your right knee are still facing to the front of the mat. Your chest is facing to the left side of your space, and your gaze is over your front fingertips. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Take your left hand to your left hip, lengthen it down, flip your front palm, and reverse your warrior. One full breath in and out. We'll find extended side angle. The right hand's going to come down to the floor or a block, and your left arm's going to reach up towards the sky. So you should feel this in your right hip here, trying to lift those bottom ribs up and open. One big inhale and exhale. Go ahead, come back up to your warrior two. And then we'll find modified triangle pose. Straighten out the front leg. You're gonna lengthen your hips to the back of your mat. So just press them back, reach the body forward. Right hand comes to your shin, left arm comes to the sky. Should feel some extra length on this left side body here. Big breath in and out. We're gonna find modified half moon at the back of the mat. To your arms, bring your left hand underneath your left shoulder, lift your right arm up to the sky. Now option to stay here, this is a modified side plank, or turn it into modified half moon. Lift that right leg up. Full breath in, full breath out. Nice job. Right foot down, come back up. Turn the foot forward, bend into your front knee, warrior two. One inhale and exhale. Arms circle down to frame your front foot. In order to spin the left knee, you might need to lift it if it's sensitive, and just turn it back to face forward. Tuck your back toes, lift the back knee up, and step your right foot back, high plank. Breathe in. Lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Breathe out. Full breath in here and out. Same thing, other side. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk or hop, feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms sweep high, palms touch. Exhale, hands through your heart, bend your knees and fold over your legs. Step your right foot to the back of the mat. Tap the knee down, untuck your toes, lift your arms, forward and out. Same thing, other side, left knee stacked over the left ankle, never further forward to protect that knee. Core is active, heart's lifted, shoulders relaxed. Breathe in here and out. Grab opposite elbows. Pull them apart, pull them back. Breathing in. One more in, hands come down to the floor as you exhale. Come up to your fingertips, maybe blocks if you have them. Lift your chest, look forward, breathe in. Shift your hips back for half splits as you breathe out. One more time, bend back in, look forward, inhale. Shift back, half split. Exhale. Hips are in center, pulling back, heart's reaching forward. Gazes down towards the floor to protect your neck. Big breath in and out. Bend back into your left knee, come back up, low crescent lunge. Now we'll move into that warrior two. Take your hands to your hips and parallel your back shin to the back of the mat. If you have to bring a hand down to lift it up, if that knee's sensitive, no big deal. You'll tee your arms out here, look over your front fingertips. Relax your shoulders, beautiful. Right hand comes to your right hip. Flip your front palm and then reverse your warrior. Full round of breath in here and out. Breathe in. Come to your side angle as you breathe out. Left hand to the floor, right arm to the sky. This feels so good for me. Left hip and right side body really opening up. One inhale. and exhale. And gently come back up to your warrior two. And we'll find our way to modified triangle. Straighten out the left leg. Press the hips back that way. Reach the body forward. Left hand to your shin. Right arm to the sky. So we'll do all these poses standing in just a moment, and you'll see how the difference is for you. One breath in, one breath out. Come to the back of your mat. Right hand comes under the right shoulder. Left arm lifts up to the sky. This is modified side plank. You're welcome to stay here if this is a challenge enough. You might lift that left leg up for modified half moon. Full breath in, full breath out. Left foot comes back down, come back up. Make it back to warrior two, bend into the left knee, turn the toes forward. Full breath in. Arms come down to frame your front foot. You'll turn your right knee back to face forward. And then step your left foot back to meet the right foot. High plank, inhale. Hips lift up and back, downward facing dog. Exhale. Full breath in, full breath out. Tap your knees down. We'll take a child's pose before we take that standing work. Knees to the edges of your mat. Big toes touch. Crawl your fingertips all the way to the front of the mat. Sink your hips back to your heels and rest your forehead down on the floor and breathe here. We'll take a side child's pose to the right. Curl both hands off the right side of your mat. Pull your left hip back away from your left fingertips and breathe deeply into that right side body. And curl your hands back through center. And then take them off the left side of your mat for side child's pose to the left. Find extra length on that right side body and breathe. And bring your hands back to center, child's pose. Final round of breath in here and out. Come back up to your tabletop. And then tuck your toes and press back up to downward facing dog. You might walk it out here a couple of times, bending into one knee and straightening out the other, or you might not. We'll take everything we just did on our knees in a standing position. So from downward facing dog, let's all take a big breath in together and let it go. And from here, you're gonna lift your right leg up to the sky, so three-legged down dog. Continue pressing your left heel back and down as you lift the right leg maybe a little bit higher. Take another inhale and exhale. You're gonna draw your right knee in towards your chest, step it in between your hands for high crescent lunge. Engage your core, lift yourself forward and up. So right knee is stacked over the right ankle. Inner thighs are active, left heel's pressing back. Heart's lifted, shoulders relaxed. Take a breath in and a breath out. Now grab opposite elbows, pull them apart, pull them back. Lift the chest up, look up only if it feels okay. Big inhale and exhale. One more breath in. Hands come down to the floor on the breath out. Remember, fingertips are blocks here. Blocks are really helpful. Lift that chest, look forward, inhale. Shift your hips up and back, wide pyramid. Exhale. One more time, bend into the front knee, look forward, breathe in. Shift the hips up and back, wide pyramid. Breathe out. That left heel comes down to the floor this time. You might have to walk the back foot in a little bit. You're pulling your right hip back, pressing your left hip forward, squaring those hips to the front of the mat and melting over the front leg. One breath in and out. Bend back into your front knee, spin your back heel up, engage your core, and come back up to high crescent lunge. Just one breath in here. We'll open up to warrior two as you breathe out. So for warrior two, the front toes are facing forward. Your front heel is lined up with the arch of your back foot. The back foot's parallel to the back of your mat. Front knee stacked over your front ankle. And it's pressing a little bit, relaxing those shoulders. Big breath in and out. Now you can take that left hand to your hip, or maybe you'll slide it around your low back and use that forearm to lengthen your tailbone down. Flip your front palm and reverse your warrior. Full breath in here and out. We'll come to side angle. You can either bring your forearm to your thigh, or you can bring your right hand to the floor or a block, your choice. And then that left arm is going to lift straight up to the sky. You're thinking those bottom ribs, it feels okay in your neck. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. One more inhale and exhale. Now let's come up to reverse triangle. Actually, I lied. Let's come back up to warrior two. Let's keep it the same. One breath in and out. Now let's come to triangle pose. Straighten your legs. You'll notice the toes are the same as we were on the floor. You'll press your hips to the back of the mat. Lengthen the body to the front of the mat. The right hand comes to your shin. Left arm reaches up to the sky. Now, if you're putting a lot of weight here on this leg, the block might be nice under the hand for some support. But if you can engage the core and rest the hand here. Nice and soft. Continue lifting those bottom ribs up and open to the sky. Big breath in and out. And come back up to your warrior two. And now we'll find that half moon. You're going to bring a block or your right hand to the floor in front of your right foot. And then lift the left leg up to the sky. Roll the left hip open. Left arm is reaching up too. The ribs are lifting up and open. You're fighting for this one here. It's a tough one. If you come out of it, you can always come back in. Practice creates progress, right? One breath in and out. Gently bend into this front knee and float back to your warrior two. Let's reverse the triangle because it will feel good in the legs. Straighten those legs out, lift the right arm, breathe in, and then circle your arms down to the floor as you breathe out. Back heel spins up. Step your right foot back, high plank, inhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog, exhale. One breath in here, one breath out. We'll flow the opposite side. Lift your left leg up to the sky, breathe in, press your right heel back and down, breathe out. One breath in. Step the left foot in between your hands as you breathe out. Engage your core, lift those arms forward and up, high crescent lunge. Left knee is over the left ankle. Right heel is pressing back, right thighs lifting up away from the floor. Full breath in opposite elbows as you breathe out. In and out. But you're using fingertips or blocks under the hand. Lift your chest, look forward, breathe in. Shift your hips up and back, wide pyramid pose. Breathe out. One more time, bend into the front knee, look forward, inhale. Shift those hips up and back, exhale. Left leg straightens out, right heel comes down to the floor. Might have to walk that back foot in. Should feel it in the left hamstring, pulling that left hip back, pressing your right hip forward. Take a full inhale. And exhale. Gently bend back into your left knee. Engage your core. Here's a little core challenge. Lift yourself back up, high crescent lunge. Breathe in. Let's open up to warrior two as you breathe out. Left toes are facing forward, back foot's parallel to the back of the mat. Bending deeply into this front knee. Gazing over those fingertips, so strong. Full inhale. And exhale. Now right hand to your right hip, or maybe it comes behind the back. Lengthening that tailbone down as you lift the left arm up and back. Reverse your warrior. Full breath in here. And out. We'll come to side angle. Either left forearm to your thigh or left hand to a block or the floor. Taking it down a little bit lower will get you deeper into that left hip. And then lift that right arm up to the sky. Open up that heart space. Breathe deeply. Beautiful morning practice. Big breath in here. And out. Let's come back up to warrior two. And then we'll make it to triangle pose. Straighten both legs. Hips to the back of your mat. Body forward. Left hand to your shin or the block. Right arm to the sky. Bottom ribs lifting up. One inhale. And exhale. Engage that core, come back up, warrior two. Here's our little peak pose here, half moon. If that's by no means for you, you're welcome to stay in warrior two and breathe deep. If you want to give it a try, left hand comes to a block or the floor, under your left shoulder, right leg lifts up and open to the sky. Breathing in, breathing out. One more inhale. Bend into your left knee, gently float back. Exhale. Reverse your triangle, straighten those legs. Breathe in. Hand circle to the floor. Breathe out. Left foot steps back, high plank. Inhale. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. Exhale. Walk your feet all the way up toward your wrists for forward fold. We're going to take a ragdoll the same way we did at the beginning. Bend the knees so the belly rests on the thighs. Grab opposite elbows and rock side to side. Maybe start to breathe out through your mouth if you've been using that Ujjayi breath. Allow things to start to cool down. Release your hands down to the floor. And then roll up to stand, a vertebra at a time. Your head comes up last. Then we'll take tree pose to end. You're going to step on the left foot, bring your right foot inside of your left ankle. And now you could bring it up to the calf, or you could bring it up to the inner thigh, your choice, hands to your heart. If the foot slips down to your knee, you're going to bring the foot down to the calf or the floor to protect the knee. You're focusing on something that's not moving. And then if you want to, you can lift those arms up to the sky. Relax the shoulders, smile, and then maybe let your ego go and see if you can knock yourself over. Let the trees, branches wave around, let the leaves fall, and then come out of it. And we'll take it on the other side. Left toes come inside of that right ankle, hands to your heart. You can bring it up to the calf. You could bring it up to the thigh. But again, if it touches the knee, slide it down off the knee to protect yourself. Maybe lift those arms up. Relax the shoulders down. This is where I can always tell if my camera is a little crooked because I look crooked or the floor is crooked, who knows? Take a big breath in here and out. Let those arms wave down, leaves fall, maybe you fall, let it all go, and just move around here a little side to side. Push it all away. And then we will all meet at the front of the mat once you feel good. Bring those hands to your heart space. Close your eyes if your balance feels okay doing so. Rest your thumbs on your sternum. Feel the connection between your hands and your heart and your breath. And thank yourself for taking this time here for you this morning. On your next breath in, you'll lift those arms all the way up to the sky. Open up your eyes, breathe in, and then fold over your legs as you breathe out. We're going to come down to a seated position. And when you get there, extend the legs out in front of you. Cross your left foot over your right leg, and then hug that knee in with your right arm so that you can sit up even taller. Place the left hand down behind you, press down, sit up even taller. Engage the core and find a nice twist to your left. Breathing deeply here. And let's try the other side. Come back through center. Left leg extends forward. Right foot crosses over the left leg. Hug it in with your left arm. Place your right arm down behind you. Sit up tall. Pull that belly in for a nice deep twist to the right. And then we'll make our way to our backs. You can extend your right leg forward and come to lay all the way down, however you choose to get there. And take a full body stretch when you do. Lengthen your arms back, extend those legs forward, and feel all that extra length and space you've created here today. Hug your knees into your chest and softly rock side to side. Excuse me. And place both of your feet back down on the floor. Take your knees to the edges of your mat. Let those knees knock in together. And then cactus your arms on the floor. So elbows in line with shoulders, palms face the sky. And you might start to let the knees knock from side to side here, moving through the hips and the spine. And then those knees will point back up towards the sky. You'll hug them back into your chest. And we're going to take a final pose here. You might take happy baby, peace fingers to your big toes, or you might extend both arms and legs up for a little inversion to let the blood flow. Totally your choice. Do what feels good for your body in this moment. Take a few breaths there. You might even start to close the eyes. And from here, we'll meet in Shavasana whenever you are called to get there. Extend those legs forward, feet knock open wide, arms come down by your sides, shoulders melt into the mat, eyes soften, everything melts into your mat, body rests and the mind. And take a final big breath in, fill the belly, the lungs, the heart. Exhale through your mouth. Relax. Shavasana. And if you have a few extra minutes for a longer Shavasana or meditation this morning, I encourage you to stay. But if you have to end right on time, start to come back to your breath. Invite some small movements into your limbs. And drag your feet to the floor. And roll over onto your side in fetal position. Taking a final moment here to show yourself love and gratitude for taking time for you. And press up to a seat. Keep the eyes closed if you can. Place the hands one on top of the other over your heart. Sit up tall and feel that heartbeat. Final breath together. Deep inhale through your nose. Fill your belly, lungs, heart, soul, and home. Exhale through your mouth. Let it go. With love and gratitude to ourselves and each other, we bow together and say, Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining me this morning. Pleasure to have you all. If you have any questions or comments, I'll be here for a minute. If not, have a great day. Take care, be well, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.